Welcome back to Gaijin Hideout. I'm Jeff. I am a streamer who's playing Monster Hunter on Twitch. It's my first playthrough of any Monster Hunter game. And today we're taking a break from that to check out the latest Monster Hunter Wilds video that came out on IGN. It's Capcom explains how cooking works in the seamless world. IGN first. So this is food. We're here for the food, baby. We're here for that yummy, yummy Monster Hunter food. I think this is going to be interesting personally because I have procrastinated using the cooking tool in my playthrough just because you can cook it at camp and I always feel like I'm in menus and setting up there anyway. But I do remember when I played Wilds, I had to. I did feel more forced to whip out the little barbecue tool and cook on the fly since I was already out in the world and didn't need to go back to camp as much. So I'm curious to see how this is all going to work. Before we get into it, would love for you guys to check out twitch.tv/Gaijin Hideout. That's where I stream live on Mondays and Thursdays. I'm streaming Monster Hunter World right now. My very first Monster Hunter game, trying to wrap it up before Wilds. We're very far into the post game. I'm currently trying to solo Fatalis. So if you want to come see me suffer, check that out. Anyways, let's get into this. Oh my goodness, look at that. It looks delicious.
どこでも食べれるとか、まあその
You're able to eat anywhere in the game just like real life.
比べてそのどっかに行かないと食べれないじゃなくて、いろんなとこで食べれる、どこでも好きな時に食べれるっていうのもあったんで、なんか
Oh, you should set up.
僕はなんとなくこうキャンプ飯をイメージしながら、まあ本当に自分一人で完結できる料理っていうのがなんかできない今回で表現できないかなと思ってて。
This was delightfully simple. I did it. I remember doing it multiple times, and you know, for how straightforward it is with the ingredients, like, and how many different combinations of food it makes, it's really cool.
で、まあすごくシンプルな食材だけど、その組み合わせとか見せ方で。こうちょっとそそるものを作れたら今回はいいんじゃないかなと思って。
It was really well done in the demo. You guys should check it out if you didn't.
そういう意味でこう野菜とお肉と野菜とお魚みたいなちょっとこうバランスよく
Good healthy balance.
そういうのも作れたらと思って、まあ相変わらず野菜は不一定なんです。
Cat Chef is now just a meal mat supplier. Yep. We're the look at me. I'm the chef now.
けど
そうですね日本にやっぱ肉にはなりますよね、まあ、ただ今回まあ、どこでも食べれるようにしようというところそこでそれぞれのこの、野菜とか肉とか、魚みたいな、アイテムを持ってそれをこう食材にしてしまうと、まあ、どうしても僕みたいに偏りが出てしまったり野菜めっちゃ余るやんみたいになってしまうんでそれが嫌だったんでまあ今回はこう携帯食料であればそのどの、野菜にも肉にも魚にも、自分の方で
Choose to use portable food as vegetables, meat, or fish as they want.
選択することができるような形にして、まあ、無駄が出ないであと自分の好みでちゃんと選べるような形には一応配慮した
What do they mean by portable food?
形になっております
一応配慮してありがとうございます。
There didn't seem to be a cooldown either. Unlimited eats, chonk time. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, portable. He was just talking about for the cooking anywhere thing. Yeah. Look at this delicious. Dude, this is like my favorite thing to eat. This is a tomahawk steak, I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's the monster's ribs. Oh my gosh, it looks good. I promise I'm gonna get a tomahawk steak from the local restaurant here and eat it on stream. It's like this big. Oh, it's gonna be great.
そうですね。モンスターハンターはまあ本当にモンスターの描き方もそうなんですけど、何かこう生活感のあるゲームが作れないかなっていうのがあって。
We wanted to make a game that feels like you're living in it. Well, I guess rip our whole lives, huh? You know, you always know how your schedule's going to turn out when they start talking like this, don't you? It's just, you know, put your family on notice, put your friends on notice. That, hey, if you need to reach me, my address is Monster Hunter Wilds. This is my session ID.
まあ、無印の頃からやってたのはこう肉を焼いて肉を食べるみたいなところから、まあ、そういう要素はもう取り入れていこうっていうので、まあ、そういうでっかい塊の肉ってやっぱ美味しそうだよねみたいな すごくシンプルな
A big piece of
あの
meat sure
欲
looks
求と
delicious.
か
I like the
感
concept.
覚でまずはやってて、そこからまあタイトルをこう越すことに、まあその食事で得られる効果みたいなものがだんだんこう比重が大きくなっていって、まあ自分たちの能力を上げるとか、まあそういっ
Was
た
it just like an aesthetic thing in the beginning? Did anyone play the very originals where they just is just kind of there for fun? If you need to reach me, don't. Well, yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh.
食事を
I
とる
will say, like, Monster Hunter does a really great job of being, because that's one of the downsides of like these giant immersive RPGs is like you're usually, unless you have people online to talk to and stuff, like you're usually siloed away in your own little world. But Monster Hunter does a really good job of making it all feel very social and shareable, even on social media and stuff like that. So this is a very social single player campaign. And I guess that's because like I guess it's because it's meant to be played multiplayer. But you know, it's set up to be binged like an action RPG. So I guess I guess if you want to make like a really like viral shareable action RPG, like build it around multiplayer first and then tailor it to single player or something.
ことでいろんな、自分たちのステータスをこうコントロールするみたいな遊びが入ってきたので、まあ、そのあたりからどうせ食べるんだったらこううまそうなものというかもう満腹になるぐらいのすごいこう食べ物いろいろ考えようって言ってかなり初期の頃からそういう表現はずっとやってましたね。
I love how happy your character looks like when they're about to eat.
お肉が好きなんで、もうドクダが関わるタイトルは大体肉が中心になるんですけど、まあ昔本当に
I say as a carnivore, this feature resonates with me. Dragon's Dogma 2, they nailed it with the food there as well. So Capcom is really as a carnivore, very heavy meat eater. Capcom seems to be the dev studio for me.
色とりで、まあ肉
He also added spices, unlike Jeff. Well, it's I guess if you have time to waste on that nonsense, sure.
が中心でもあるけど、まあこう果物とか野菜とかもこうメニューに載せてたんですけど、まあこれワールドの頃からですかね。かなりこう肉がメインっていう食事が、はい。
ハンティングするのに
The meat in world is ridiculous, by the way. It's just gigantic
どう
parts.
せ食べるんだったらと思ってワールドぐらいからはかなりその描写にこだわれないかなと思ってて、まあこれはもう個人的な欲望というかあれですけどね、もうそういう CG で美味しそうな食事ってなかなかないなと思ってて、で本当にそのリアルに作るだけで美味しそうになるわけじゃなくて、何が美味しそうに見えるんだろうっていうのをかなり考えないと、そういう描写をしていかないと美味しそうに見えないなと思ってて、だからワールドの頃がかなりこうライティングとかエフェクトとかそもそもモデルをちょっと
I love the dice roll of like I love how much you're like rolling the dice every time you play a game by a Japanese developer. Like you're gonna get some quirky additions, but it totally depends on the developer, like what kind of quirk it's gonna be. You have the Nier games where it's pretty clear what his quirky addition was with certain wardrobe choices. FromSoft, I think it's just feet is the quirky addition. There's always feet in the cut scenes. That's what people say online. And for Capcom, it's food porn. It's just straight up food porn. So you've got softcore porn, feet porn, and food porn to choose from, basically. So
デフォルメしたりとかっていう表現をずっとこだわり続けていて、今回
I made the right choice.
それをまあ思い切ってやらせていただきましたといった感じです。はい。
いやアートの方はお任せしますけどもっと大きい方がいいんちゃうかね。
My suggestion is more food, more meat, please.
もうちょっと肉足してない。
Waiter, more meat in my Monster Hunter game, please.
はいだかみたいなことは相談したこと。
Waiter, there's some Monster Hunter in this meat you served me.
まあ僕の野望としては徳田が肉以外でも美味しそうに見えればいいなっていう。
No. Leave him uncorrupted.
肉以外のものでもこれ美味しそう食べてみないって思
Ew,
わ
no,
せ
why would you? Everything else wants to kill you and does not want to be eaten.
るかどうかは、まあ結構チャレンジで、まあなかなかヒットしないですけど。
Base. New favorite dev.
まあまあでも肉でも美味しそうって思ってもらえるなら全然ありだと思って。
Vegan's worst
公
nightmare.
開してないんですけど。
Yeah, that's not really the target demographic. I don't think
もっと豪華なお肉
I don't think the game about slaughtering animals is the target is targeting the vegans, to be fair.
はい。
公開してないんですけどもっと豪華なお肉っていうのがありまして言っちゃダメかなありまして、それがやっぱりずっと見てきてどの食事も結構やっぱ今回美味しそうだなと思ってたんですけど、やっぱ肉だな
Imagine someone who's in PETA playing this game. Dude, don't give me an idea for a reaction video. I'll get a special guest on here. PETA reaction. PETA rep reacts to. I bet you can contract a PETA representative. Oh my gosh.
肉うまそうだなって思って
PETA is the demographic. Oh yeah, those who know. They're masters of slaughtering animals. Yeah, I forgot about that.
しまったぐらい今回のそのちょっと豪華なタイプの肉の表現っていうのはすごくいいものになってると思います。
キャベツが美味しそうに見えればいいなっていうのは結構
I just like that this is like the topic of the interview. Like this is just, we're just putting this out to the press. Our attempt to make cabbage look good was quite a challenge. Dude, this is like my dream job. It's just like being like working on something that is just like so fun to work on that you just you're rolling up to an interview and these like these IGN people, they've diligently set up this studio and got the sound set up and they're asking you these questions and you're just like, yeah, I wanted to like figure out how to make pizza look really dope in the game. That was like top priority for a month, like, these guys are great.
チャレンジでしたね。なんかキャベツをどうやったら美味しそうに見えるかってすごい難しいなと思ってて、でも一応食材としてはこう野菜も入るんで、じゃあ何がいいかなみたいな。
Cabbage does look
キャベツを美味しそうに見せるって
abnormally
結構難しい。
for a video game.
焼いただけのキャベツを美味しそうに見せる。それも結構イベントああいうカット作ってる子とか、
They went all in on this, man.
こういう表現をさせると美味しそうに見えるよねとか、そこにこうとろーっとこうかかっていくものがあると。
We did a lot of research about things like food looking better when you drizzle something on top of it. These guys were watching McDonald's like food commercials behind the scenes. They were following those TikTokers that's like, hi, I shoot commercials and this is how we make the Baconator at Wendy's look so good in the commercial. They were studying this, I bet. That's amazing.
かなり研究してやりました。ちょっとしたことなんですけどね、パカッと開けた時にこうキャベツが一瞬ブワッと膨らむんですよ。普通そんなことならない。
Oh, look at that. You're right.
でもその
It does look It did always look really good. I guess I kind of appreciate them explaining why it looks good.
ブワッと膨らむ感じがすげえ美味しそうに見えるんですよ。
These devs are Shogeki no Soma fans. Is that Food Wars? Is that what that is, or am I thinking of something else?
なんでしょうね、美味しそうなそういうアニメとかの食事のシーン。
I think that when food looks good in anime scenes and the like, it's rarely a truthful depiction. It's got to be Food Wars then.
結構
He's referencing anime scenes. It's got to be Food Wars.
嘘たくさんついてると思ってて。
Food Wars.
そう嘘が結構嘘でも。
That show's ridiculous, but that show's so ridiculous. I got to go back and watch more of it.
美味しそうって感じることが大事だと思ってるんで。
Just for it to look good, even if it's a lie. He'd be great in the food industry, the food commercial industry.
そうなるかどうかは別にして、そうなると美味しそうに見えるっていうのはいろんなアニメとか実際のなんていうんですかね。CM の料理とかも。
We need clothes to pop off. Yeah. Maybe if this is a Nier, maybe when they collaborate with the Nier Automata devs.
結構作られてるじゃないですか。無理やり泡立てるために何かしたりとか、その無理やりこうキラキラにするためにライトめっちゃ。
Yeah, they really did their research.
そういうのもすごいいろいろ研究し。
Hey Gemma, come eat this rice dish. Oh, I see.
ながら、こうやって美味しそうに見えるみたいな。裏話みたいになってきましたけど。
That's cool. That's really funny that they've spent that much time and effort on it. That's it's a good thing to like invest a little extra effort into because it's very memeable, like people will just talk about like, oh my gosh, look at the food quality and stuff.
今回組み合わせの食材でさらにこうバリエーションを作るって形にさせてもらったので、もちろん省力化というかパッケージングできるところはしてますけど、それでもゲーム上で欲しいバリエーションにしっかり対応して作りをそれぞれして、それぞれで楽しそう美味しそうにしてもらう、チーズかけてさらにトリュフかけて、チーズかけてさらにハーブかけて。
Yeah, that's the other thing is like the cutscenes reflect the ingredients you choose, and they all do look very good, and it's cool to see them, to mix and match them. And actually that takes me out of like my planning, that takes me out of like thinking about it purely for the game, because at certain points I just want to like try out different ingredients just to see how they look, even if I don't need the buff or it's not totally optimal for what I'm doing.
卵とかね、めっちゃ難しいんですよ。
Eggs are hard to get right.
卵の表現とか。
Really? Depicting the eggs is tough.
本当にとろっとした半熟にペッて切れるような感じとかすごい難しかったんですけど、まあでも短い尺だからできてるテクニックもたくさんあって、だからデザイナーの子はかなり知恵絞って、はい、やってくれましたね。
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at the cheese physics. They nailed the cheese physics. That looks lovely.
表現とかはかなり実は難しいことをやっていただいて。
Now listen, I'm just going to pause for a quick second. Naan is a leavened, oven-baked, or tawa-fried flatbread that can also be baked in a tandoor. It is characterized by a light and fluffy texture and golden brown spots from the baking process. Naan is found in the cuisines of Central Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Caribbean. For those of you who are wondering, because you know, if I had to double check, I'm sure somebody was wondering.
てて、まあ、表面は結構パリッとしてるけど中はもちっとしてるっていう表現って結構 CG で表現するとすごい難しくて、かなり初期の頃からやっていただいてて、なかなか感じが出なかったんですけど、まあ
Oh my gosh, you guys are giving me this game's gonna give me carb cravings for the first time in years. We worked on it from pretty early on and couldn't quite get it right. For the Naan? You live in Mexico. How do you not know Naan? I told you I'm honestly a carnivore. Like I only eat meat. It's like a strict diet I'm on. We'll be adding fruit in this year. The new patch this year is to add fruit back in. So I can tell you all about the different kinds of fruits that we'll call it Central America. It's not Mexico, but but I can tell you all about the different kinds of meats. But yeah, no, I don't know anything about the particulars. So.
やっていただいてて、なかなか
I'm snacking now because I'm watching this. I know I gotta have a little bit of chicken.
感じが出なかったんですけど、まあね、うちの開発はすごく優秀な方々が多くてですね、何回もトライアンドエラーしてあれに到達した時はもうちょっとびっくりしましたね、僕も。はい、めちゃくちゃうまそうやんっつって、はい。でチーズももちろんドロッとするんで、まあそういうものが組み合わさった時に。なんか腹減るよなって自分たちでも思えるものにはなったの。
I like how they fit it. They fit it for the art style. Like they weren't going for hyper realistic, but in the context of the game's art style, it makes sense, and you can kind of map it onto how you'd imagine it in real life. So you still get that like, ooh, that looks really good feeling from it.
ので、まあかなり辺はデザイナーもなんですかね、いろんなことを。
Central America, there's North Mexico, Mexico, then South Mexico. Yeah, you know. Basically.
試行しながら表現まで言ってくれましたね。はい。本当に美味しそうです、あれは。
開発のかなり初期の時に、いわゆるプロトタイプみたいなものを作るんですけど、その時に今回のゲームの、技術的にも新しいところだったり、ゲーム要素的にも新しいものっていうのをからまず作っていくんですけど、その一番最初の時に入ってましたもんね。なので
そこからとか
なので想像以上に時間がかかってます。
So this part right here took them a lot of time to figure out on the technical side. That's funny.
作るより先にあれを作り始めたんで、もういかにあれを表現するかみたいな。あとは演技でちょっとWow,
they got really in depth with even the acting this time.
出る部分とか、そっち側に描写
I don't know if they use mocap for this
だったんで、その時の表情だったり。そういったものもかなり今回は注力したくて まあ、実際そのうまく全てのデータが活かせてるわけじゃないんですけど、実際こうモーションキャプチャー撮る時もちょっと食べ
We
ても
even
らっ
had actors eat real food like bread during motion capture sessions. There you go. Answer my question. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
たりとか、本当にパンとかをでそれでうまくこうフェイシャル取れないかなとかってやって
Food
たこともありま
facial
したね
data? Can you imagine being in the Capcom food porn research and development branch for the last, like, what, 5 years working on this? And just, you know, diligently, that's your whole job, is like just you are becoming delicious food. Like the process, you're just trying to learn everything about how it's perceived, how it's received, you know, how you make it, how it falls apart, how it, you know, comes together in the pan, all these different things. That's just your whole life, is like you're in product, you're in like you're in like refinement meetings, you're in like sprint planning meetings. You know, the engineers, they're taking the engineers on field trips to nice restaurants to, like, you know, kind of get them, you know, some exposure to the customer, you know, to the stakeholder side of it or whatever. You know, you know, the designers are like, it's just, the design room is just like plastered with like the most delicious food shots you've ever seen. You would just come out of that like 200 pounds heavier than you went into that role. Wouldn't you? You would just have to, because they would just be like, well, we got to order more, like, you know, we got to order some snacks. We got to Uber Eats some of this stuff from the local 5-star restaurant. We got to see how it's laid out. We got to go to this buffet and like try everything and film us trying everything, you know. Probably just find a random colleague and have him eat meat. Lol. Yeah, maybe. But like the level of detail that they're getting into with it is like, man, they had a blast with this. You could tell. Oh, I was at the end. Oh, look at the Palco. Well, you know, it's little details like that, you know, they all add up to making like a really great game, or you know, putting an already good game over the edge into like like the category of amazing or something. You know, I really enjoyed that video. That was even more info than we got from the from
なかな
from
か
the Dragon's Dogma devs about their food. I guess they went even more in depth with it for Monster Hunter. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at how entertaining this was. This is pretty good. So yeah, I liked this. I like this. And it makes sense when you think about it, because it does stand out as like, wow, the food's really good. So naturally, a lot of work and thought would have had to gone into it. So, but yeah, good video, pretty solid video actually. So, well, thank you so much for watching. If you're seeing this on YouTube, please drop a like and hit the subscribe button on the main channel here. That helps me out. But I would also encourage you to check out twitch.tv/Gaijin Hideout. That's where I am right now, live with the chat that you see on the screen next to me. We go live on Mondays and Thursdays at right now it's 8 p.m. EST. And we play a lot of Monster Hunter on the channel. Like I said, I'm in the back part of Monster Hunter World, and we'll of course be streaming Monster Hunter Wilds. We also go live and we do periodically play other games like Elden Ring or Metaphor, games like that. But yeah, would love to have you in chat. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.